So we're back in the van doing some work again. I know it's been a while, but we've been using it. And the big task is to try and kind of finish off the cosmetic side around the bathroom. So I've done one panel so far, and then I'm about to do another one, so let me show you how that's working. So this is the ACM panels we've done before, and all I'm doing is measuring up the gaps and then using my track saw to trim this down, which is easy work for it. And then we've got more of these 3D printed panel mounts that I designed and printed, and then you put the panel in place and then we'll screw it all in. I'll show you on the other one where we've got. So I'm just using these button head screws. They're pretty attractive, not too bad. The only problem is I haven't got many, so for now I'm just putting in like kind of 4 to hold the panels in place, and then next time I get a chance I'll nip down to the fastener shop and go and buy a whole load more fasteners. But it's fine, we're not using this week, so we'll get that sorted before we use it. So I need to get that one screwed in and then carry on with these outer bits and see how far I get. So we've made a reasonable bit of progress here. We've got kind of all of these panels there and that little bit there. I've run out of bolts now, so I think that's it for today until I've had a chance to go shopping and get some more. I need to do something with this, and it needs to be ventilated because the chargers there can generate a bit of heat, so I think I'm going to design and 3D print like a mesh grid that will fit over the top, but I need to work that out first. So we've managed to get the rest of the covers on the shower cubicle. One of the things that I've heard people say, not particularly about this build but others, is that these white surfaces can look quite clinical, and one of the ways we've tried to combat that is the use of these lights. So by changing the colour of the light, and at this time the intensity, because of the white colour we can actually change the whole mood and feel within the van. Okay, so the kind of cosmetic walls on the toilet and shower are now finished, and it's really starting to kind of help it look finished as well. So this area here is blocking off part of the garage, and you can see we've had to put hopefully you can see it's a bit dark, sorry. This is the vent for the heater, for heating up the main cabin. I still need to come up with a solution for tidying this up, but that might be some more carpet lined ply with then cutouts for feet so you can use the ladder properly. Next job is to kind of box in all this electrical system, the power tower as I called it. One of the really important things here though is to make sure there's adequate airflow. Most of the bits in here at some point in their life cycle can generate heat, particularly these two chargers, the Orion DC to DC and the MPPT, but also the inverter will also generate some heat. So there's going to be vented sections in the bottom, and then this top piece, rather than being a piece of the ACM, I'm actually going to 3D print some grills, probably looking a bit like this, which we can then screw onto this top surface so that at least we can keep plenty of airflow coming through, but should stop stuff being dropped down there by accident. Just tidy little finish off. This is for our gauge for the water. As you can see at the minute, our water tank is empty because I drained it after the last time we used it so it doesn't go horrid. And as we've seen previously, this is the kind of panel for the electrical system, so we've got a real-time view of what's going on. The plan is to have this large kind of trapezoid, I don't know what shape that is. This shape here actually has a door, hinge door that just opens this way, which means should we blow a fuse, we can get in here to, you know, or reset a breaker. That's easy enough to do from here. If we ever need to maintain this, it'll be easy enough just to unscrew the panels. You know, these things are using nuts and bolts, so it's no problem to unscrew them. Should we need better access, you know, should we ever need to change the battery out or change one of these charger systems. So here you can see it is very, very nearly finished, and for now, for this video, I'm going to wrap it all up. I need to 3D print some more hinges, like those ones, and then cut out a panel for the bottom there. I did make a mistake on this, which is why I haven't quite finished everything I wanted to. What I hadn't realised is that there are 2 finishes on these boards. Let me show you. Both sides are white. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, camera's struggling to focus because it's just white. If you look in the reflection, this one is, you can actually see the reflection of the house in it. This one you can't. There's a satin finish and a gloss finish, and the first sheet I used was actually brushed aluminium one side and white the other. This is a satin finish. All of the kitchen units were satin finished. I'd done some of the the bathroom ones satin, and then I'd done that one and them as gloss. So I've had to take them off. Thankfully I could just take them off and flip them over, move any mounts if they weren't quite in the right position. This one was wrong as well, and I had to remake it because it's not symmetrical. Not the end of the world, and it's worth doing because it would look silly otherwise. So yeah, really happy with how that's coming out now. So sorry it's been such a long time since the last video. It's just been a case of trying to actually get enough content to make it worth making a video. We've been away using the van, so you know, I just haven't had the time to build it. But yeah, this has been really good, really positive. I've got some more to do. At the back there's some shelves. I've got to come up with a solution for this gap here to make it look better, which I think I've got an idea of, but I'll show you another time. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe.